Have you ever reached a moment when life felt unbearably heavy, when every step seemed harder than the last, and every breath carried the weight of invisible chains? Perhaps you have found yourself staring at the ceiling late at night, wondering why everything around you feels like it is collapsing. Maybe you have asked silently to yourself, why me? Why now? Why does it hurt this much? The truth is, these moments come for all of us, no matter how strong we appear on the outside, no matter how much we have achieved or how many smiles we wear. During the day, deep down, everyone meets a breaking point. But what if I told you that this breaking point is not an end? What if it is a doorway, a painful but necessary passage to a stronger, more authentic version of yourself? Think about a seed buried in the soil. To grow, it must first split open. It must allow itself to be broken in complete darkness before it can push through the earth and find the sunlight. Without that breaking, there would be no tree, no branches, no leaves, no shade. For others to rest beneath, life is no different. Sometimes we need to be broken open by pain, disappointment, or failure so that we can reach the light that was always waiting for us. Maybe right now you feel like everything is against you. Maybe you lost something important, a job, a dream, a relationship. Maybe you are haunted by the echo of words that told you that you are not enough. Maybe your own reflection in the mirror feels like a stranger. But here is the truth. You are not the sum of your failures. You are not defined by the times you fell down. You are defined by the times you chose to rise again, by the courage you found in the middle of the storm, by the way you kept moving, even when every part of you screamed to stop. Life will test you, and it will test you again and again sometimes. The tests come quietly, in the form of doubt creeping into your mind. Sometimes they come loudly in the form of loss, heartbreak, or rejection. And in those moments, it is easy to believe the lie that you are weak. But weakness is not falling. Weakness is refusing to rise. Strength is not about never breaking down. Strength is about how you rebuild yourself when everything is shattered. Strength is choosing hope when despair is easier. Strength is whispering, I will try again, when your heart is tired. Strength is walking through the fire and discovering that you are made of something. Think of the hardest moments in your past. Think of the times when you thought you could not survive, and yet you are. Right now. Listening, breathing, living. That means you have already survived so much. More than you give yourself credit. For the storms you thought would destroy you became the storms that shaped you. They carved resilience into your bones. They etched courage into your soul. They built a strength in you that no one can see, but that carries you every single day. We often measure ourselves by the wrong standards. We think our worth is tied to how much money we make, how many people applaud us, how perfectly we perform. We forget that true worth comes from within, from the quiet battles no one sees, from the nights you sat in silence and chose to keep going, from the mornings you woke up with tears but still moved forward. You do not need the approval of the world to prove that you are valuable. You are valuable simply because you are here. You are valuable because your existence is proof that life trusted you with a purpose. Take a moment and breathe deeply. Feel the rhythm of your heart. That steady beating is a reminder that you are still given another chance each day. Every sunrise is an invitation to start again, to choose differently, to let go of what hurts and hold on to what heals. Do not waste it comparing your journey to others. Do not waste it replaying the mistakes of yesterday. Focus on the gift of now, because it is in the present moment that you rebuild your future. Yes, the world may have told you that you are not enough, but the world does not define you. Your scars do not make you less worthy. They make you more human, more real, more powerful. They tell a story that others need to hear. One day, someone out there will find hope in the wounds you carry, because they will see in you the proof that healing is possible. Do not be ashamed of your scars. Wear them with pride, because they are the evidence that pain tried to defeat you and failed. There will be days when you feel tired. There will be nights when loneliness whispers that you are forgotten. There will be moments when giving up feels easier than holding And in those moments, I want you to remember this. You have made it through everything up until this point. You are still standing. You are still breathing, that means. There is still more for you. In this life, you are not finished. Your story is still being written, and the chapters ahead may surprise you with beauty you cannot imagine right now. So be gentle with yourself. Stop punishing yourself for not being perfect. Stop carrying the weight of everyone else's expectations. Stop waiting for permission to live your own truth. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to fall apart. You are allowed to start again. You are allowed to choose yourself. When you feel lost, remember that even the stars cannot shine without darkness. When you feel broken, remember that gold is made in fire when you feel small. Remember that the ocean is made of tiny drops like you. The moments when you doubt yourself the most may be the very moments when you are closest to transformation. Look at the path behind you and realize how far you have come. Look at the person you are today and recognize that you are not who you once were. You have grown. You have learned. You have endured. You have loved and lost and loved. Again, you are not a failure. You are a survivor. You are not a mistake. You are a masterpiece still in progress. So choose today to keep walking, even if your steps are slow. Choose today to speak kindly to yourself, even if your inner critic is loud. Choose today to believe that better days are coming, even if you cannot see them. Yet life is not a race. It is not about reaching the finish line as fast as possible. It is about living every step with meaning. It is about finding joy in small victories. It is about becoming the person you are meant to be. Someday you will look back on this chapter and you will smile. Someday you will thank yourself for not giving up. Someday you will realize that the pain you feel today was the soil for your future strength. Trust the process, trust your journey, trust yourself, and above all, never forget. You are enough, you are worthy, you are stronger than you think, you are braver than you believe, and you are capable of more than you can imagine. Right now, in this moment, you hold within you the power to begin again. So take that power, breathe deeply, stand tall, let go of the weight that is crushing you. Open your heart to the possibility that life can be beautiful again. Even if it feels impossible, even if you are afraid, even if you are uncertain, take one step forward and then another and then another. Because every great journey begins, not with certainty, but with courage. This is your life, this is your story, and no matter how dark the night may seem, the dawn will always come. The light will always return, and when it does, you will see yourself not as someone broken, but as someone transformed.